Ready to work.
Good morning, happy Monday. What's up, friends, family, enemies, frenemies, other things? What up, what up? Hey, Nick Skull, how you doing? Garnican, good morning. Halfd0rk, how you doing, K? Thanks for the resub. Whoa, zombie, what up, dude? You got enemies? Doesn't everybody? Look, zombie, will you share your syringe with me? Look, zombie, share that syringe. Here, Garnican, it's about time we gave you a command, too.
My goodness, what an idea. Why didn't I think of that?
That's just a placeholder. But you needed a command. And then we got Nick Skulls.
Is it Nick Skull?
It is Nick Skull! So, yeah, over the weekend, I put some work in on these books, but, yeah, this is the puzzle we're working on today. Just so it's not a surprise. Let's go. Working on it. Sounds good, Garnican. And yeah, Halfd0rk up early, getting the grind going. Speaking of grind, I got my coffee. Nice and ground. It's decaf, though. And decaf lacks a certain oomph. Alright. So I'm going to give myself something simple to start with. I need to set up all these detectors. Detectors. Starting small. So this is where we'll start with these speaker components. I have library detect on them. I believe we already have A and B pretty much done. So now we're just going to go alphabetically.
So it's
420! Getting it popping. Let's go, okay? Okay. Now, some of these are doing other things. You know, I should probably make a lamp that has indicator on it. Long story short, I'm moving back to my lamps. I mean, logic donuts are good for certain things, but the lamps help a lot.
I love lamp.
I love lamp. For now, these are fine, though. I'll just keep it. We're going to remove collisions. I do need to rename all these. It's going to be indicators. And they will have a vertical assortment of numbers represent the D and binary. So we're going to do library dot indicator dot D. So a lot of organization this morning. I'll go ahead and start by labeling all these appropriately. And we're also hiding the collisions. Now what I can do is I can just search in the hierarchy here, and at least just tackle these ones first. Yay. Okay. I need different music here. OG bringing the raid. What's up, everybody? OG saw the flags. That's a really cool idea. Welcome in. OG nobody here too. Welcome. Bless. Hope you had a good stream, OG nobody. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. The donuts are so efficient. Are they, Woke Zombie? And of course, well, the running fine isn't the problem. The only problem I have with the donuts, and I'm sure you can relate, Woke Zombie, is that they are hard to click, especially when there are other assets nearby. And they're also very generic. And this is up for debate. Like, this is not like me stating, you know, facts. These views are subjective, and logic donuts are fine as is. But, you know, I've had my own personal vendetta with them. But I'm glad they work. You know, they work. That's what's important. And Woke Zombie, you got a potato PC. Woke Zombie, save up that money. Animal Chin, welcome. No plays today's. Wicked you too, how are you too? Welcome. Bert, good day. Good evening. Ian the IT guy, how you doing? Yokes on you, what's up? Ice Pilot, what's up, dude? What time is it? It's too early, apparently. Hate donuts? OG nobody. You haven't had the right donut yet, that's why. Yeah, Wook Zombie, as long as you have that in mind, usually it's not a problem. And as long as you label them, it's not a problem. But I'm a visual learner, and that's why Sandbox worked really well for me. Just starting out making games, like Sandbox is an incredibly visual platform. Now these logic donuts, not only are they hard to click, they've had some, you know, collision problems, and in general you can't tell what this does just by looking at it. So that's where my lamps came in, and that's how I designed them in the first place. Is I made lamps for each various like purpose. So like I have one for a spawner, I have one for a detector, I have one for health assets, just for generic logic. Now, I hope they add more variations of these donuts. Like for example, if they added a logic square, a red circle, green circle, yellow circle, like having more variety, I think would be beneficial for game developers to have a visual sense of like, oh, this does this, like making those connections. But again, these are just my subjective points. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Right now we're just doing a little bit of organizing. And then I'm adding the rest of this library puzzle. Essentially, I could, and I probably will, make a secret puzzle if the player returns every book to every shelf. Upon doing that, keep your secrets. Hey Fred, good morning. Welcome in.
Alright, then, keep your secrets.
What? Ice Pilot, hey, if that's what you want to... those are the games you want to make. Ice Pilot, there's a need. There's a niche for that. Spend more money than you make in a month on rent and food. Yikes. Well, Bug Zombie, I hope that changes. I hope you're a millionaire and then you remember the little people like me. A logic vector equilibrium, says Oji Nobody. Yeah, the numpad, I don't really miss that much. It was Cyber Dragon's thing. I made the lamps. Like, lamps became just how I identified with logic in the Game Maker. Which, I had my own reasons. But again, as long as you're making things, I don't think it really matters in the end. Just make things, you know? It doesn't have to be too complicated. Let's see here. So these are supposed to be just indicators. What does this one do? Okay, this one, it looks like I was indecisive on like how I wanted to structure it. I believe I'm going to put it all on this, on these assets. Copy paste. Now, personally, I prefer... Well, actually, I do kind of like the orange ones having the logic donut for now. That helps me differentiate. They do have to have a little bit of space away from the picture, though. Okay, so we'll see what these look like in game before I go to the next level. Betrayer of the numpad. I mean, I do want that golden number pad, but Cyber Dragon streams basically when I'm sleeping, so it's like, I can't really attend his streams. I think that's the only way to get one. But yeah, we're in 8.3, so there's a good chance some of the stuff that I've been working on the last couple weeks is broken. But I guess we'll find out. Any minute now. There we go. Well, I want the text to be centered. So we'll probably be adjusting this a little bit. Trying to find that sweet spot. And for now, we have these detectors that are acting as placeholders. I'm going to be adding the binary numbers to those. That's probably not going to be as fun to watch. But yeah, that's the current play. Now this looks like a bug. I think all I have to do to fix that is remove single player and then add multiplayer. Right now I don't think there is a single player replace asset yet. Nope. Now my detect lamps, this is kind of odd, but also a good thing for me, is they say they're invisible, but I can view them whenever I come out of edit mode, so it's okay. Like, I'm fine with this. Jayonha! Good evening from Bangkok. Okay, so display interaction. We're going to make this pretty much uniform across the rest of them. It's going to be visibility distance of 7, I think. I think we want an offset. These are going to be the same level. You can see what they're set to. 7 and 0. Now the detect lamps, I think I'm going to prefer them at vertical offset 1. So I'm going to see how that looks. And then I do want to change the color to make sure it's all the same color. I'll pull up the... Oh no. How come these don't have the... Oh, okay. Well, that kind of scared me. It just cut off the letter. But it has the letter. It's just it's not showing in the thumbnail. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Right now I'm just trying to see what's breaking or what needs my attention. So I need library.text.blue. Which again, like they have the letter at the end, but that doesn't really help me when it's not appearing right here. However, if I type it in, it does appear, so I guess that's fine. But I don't like that the text is being truncated. $97A, what's up, dude? Okay. So each one of my letters is going to have this same text format. Now I'm going to have to change this number around. But I want to make sure everything is in the place I want it. So it's visibility 7, vertical offset 1, display name. So right now I'm kind of just playing with the aesthetics of, you know, how these indicators are going to look in game. And then Kay actually made a few assets that are specific for the library, so we'll also input those. I'm gonna make sure this ground floor is where I want it to be before we continue to the other floors. Blech. Morning. Okay, so there was that. Let's just put those new assets on the ground. Love these tiny little library characters. Uh-oh. Why does it always crash? I don't understand. I guess we'll enter play mode, see if it fixes itself. That's so annoying. So, a side project that I've been working on is I'm teaching myself Unity and GitHub. So if anybody's familiar with just Git, I'd love to hear your opinions on it. But I'm probably going to start encouraging everybody to use GitHub as a potential website. You can actually set up a website for free using GitHub, which is pretty cool. And so it's a good place to kind of create a devlog. Man, this is fun. This is really fun. I need to pull up Vox Edit so I can twiddle my thumbs. I tried to get myself to get at one point, but didn't have the focus to really get it. Also, ha ha ha. Hee hee hee. It's worth it though. It was very difficult at the start, but now that I've basically typed the same commands in like a dozen plus times, I'm starting to understand it, and that's it's really very useful. I'll just say that much. It's very useful. Let's see, we're gonna make something. What do we want to make in the background while this is still saving? We'll make some sparks. Sure. That's the first thing that came to mind. Oh, there it saves. Mosquita, buenos dias. Welcome in. So it's slightly difficult to read this. You know, what I could try to do is add a marker, which also called highlighting, so that it has like this thin background behind it. I'll also try adjusting the offset a little bit more here. Man, look at those legs. Kid's got kneecaps. If you rename something, it should not cause any problems. No, Garnican. You should be good. So I think I need to publish some of these assets so that my loading experience is faster. It appears as though specific ones are slow. We'll adjust the offset, and then I wanted to attempt adding a mark. I haven't added one of these in a while, so we'll see the rich text format. Of course it's not in the documentation. What's up, Halfd0rk? Good morning. Doing some quick Google foo. Rich text, mark, highlights. I could have sworn it was Mark. So what's nice is I actually made a YouTube video for this. Let me see if this link works. Video? Whatever. Going on a field trip. Rich. Oh, that's annoying. Well, there's the mark. That's what we're looking for. However, I'm not even sure if we have enough space for it. But we'll try. So we'll do... Oh, it's already not letting me... There is not enough space for it. That's funny. Well, glad we tried, I guess. Oh, Ice Pilot. Sorry, man. I got banned last time I shared my OnlyFans. Just do some quick Googles. I'm sure you'll get AI to do the work for you. It's a risky business, man. I kind of like the idea of putting these to the side. Let's see how it looks. Man, this is slow today. I would say it's a lot easier to read. It's on the side like this. So I'll put it like on the outside perimeter maybe. Or in the middle. I think in the middle probably makes more sense. Hello? What's up, Sparky Sniggle? Coloring on the pics is good? Thanks, man. Yeah, this is AI art. This we made a while ago. This game will get made sooner or later. Making games is hard, especially when you have this back of the mind perfectionism that you can't seem to shake. You gotta learn to let go. I feel like this is almost every game I've made. As I focus too much on something that doesn't need to be focused on. That's usually what happens. Yeah, Garnican, you now know, you understand. Can't let go. Making games is hard, Heist Pilot. I agree. It's deceptively approachable. Like even Sandbox, you know, this doesn't look difficult. But when you get into the nitty-gritty and you understand like the complexities of, you know, storytelling, of, you know, combat mechanics, of even just like making a fun parkour course, It just takes trial and error, which you'll never get until you try and you error. Are these all on the ground? Hmm. Okay. So spacing on some of these is bigger than others. I don't know if I'm happy about that. I'm just making something for fun right now. Sometimes you have to make things for fun, not for mun, you know? Whoa.
Ready to work.
Vox Machina. What's up, dude? Mr. Machina. Sparky, I did have a wonderful break. Thank you for asking. Or telling. Or hoping. Thanks, Sparky.
Skadoosh.
Skadoosh. Nice. The offset looks off on some of these. That looks good. And it's much more legible having it in the middle like that. Which ones were not working correctly? Oh. This goes right here. This one goes there. Now, I think I need to remove a few. Man, it is broken. Really? Ugh. I hate this so much. Why? Blocks just don't work. And then you have to do a full restart to make them work. You can work on other things, but it's like, it's so frustrating. So we have plant and rarity V effect. I think I can just remove these tiles here, because all they're doing is the rarity V effect. And I'll just shift it to the detectors. So these will each have the rarity V effect on them. Oh my god. Why? There's no single player rarity V effect. Why is this so annoying? I'm just getting annoyed today. Just one of those days. It's Monday. That's why. You know what? In 2030, we're not going to have any of these problems. All those problems are going to be fixed. I hope. 2030 can't come soon enough. That drone looks familiar. Well, Vox Machina, I'm excited to put it to work. Where did it go? Where is he? There he is. I think he'll be just like hovering around town. Right now we have him in the library, but I think he'll be like an outside drone. Be over here. Look at my bird behavior. We all have those days. I agree, Wogzombie. Oh, thanks, Halfd0rk. That makes a lot of sense. So I think I'm going to be swapping this out. It is, in fact, a Mondays feeling right now. So I have a detect lamp. I can't even place assets right now because of this stupid bug. Like, if you look at my cursor, I'm trying to place a block. Now, funny enough, you can technically move your mouse, then change the block, and it'll work. But that's not how it's supposed to work. Basically, I'm supposed to be able to free terraform here. And I can't even place assets correctly either. So, we have to do a restart. Yeah, 97A, this happens at least once per day when I use GameMaker, and it's so annoying. Like, how do you even report that? Like, what? I don't know how to recreate it. You know, it's just a bug that happens. Usually it's whenever I'm changing what asset I am using. If anybody can recreate that, though, like, let me know. I will type up the bug report for you. So basically, you tell me the bug, and I'll transcribe it. Clip that sucker. True. I mean, clipping it is definitely a good alternative. Go West, what's up, dude? What are you okay, Go West? Winning? So we got the sparks here. So basically just going to put them in different arrangements and then just like throw them back underground. Same thing. What? I somehow made them uniform? It was just my eyes playing tricks on me. You W key. That's just... Go us, it's because you're winning. That's all.
You know, you make a choice to win, and you win. I'm sorry, winning.
You gotta get that W. Gotta get that West. Those Westy coins. Cool. I like it. Done. And then, what else do we need to make? Hanging cable. Like it did in the race. Oh, it did. Oh, it did. Might be too long. Yeah, I probably don't need them this long, but I'm going with it. Biverson Art, welcome in. Haven't been on your PC since Friday. Well, I hope you had a nice Memorial weekend there, Go West. Did you get the day off too? And Bivers, welcome. Hope your games have been performing. Oh wow, I'm still loading in Game Maker myself. Still loading. Guess we'll keep making art. I believe it's because a lot of our assets aren't published yet. So... Man, Game Maker is not having a good day today. Still loading. And of course, Game Maker heard I was talking smack, and then it finally loaded.
I love lamp.
Yeah. Okay, so Garnican, it's you too. Bivers. Well, no need to brag, Bivers. Also, Bivers, do you prefer a specific pronunciation? Is it Bivers or Bivers? I try to get these things right, so I don't offend. And it also would annoy me if somebody pronounced my name incorrectly. Like, Halfd0rk, which is Swedish, I guess. Halfd0rk. No problem. Okay, if you say so. But please don't call me Halfd0rk.
G to the M.
What up, Escape Room Artist? Welcome, welcome. And yeah, Garnican, it looks stuck. This morning, it took 10 minutes. And just now, it took 10 minutes. So, all I can say is give it 10 minutes. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Okay, so we have our detectors. We have these in front of the bookcases, so we can see how these look. Ooh. They are smaller than the tiles, but they're noticeable enough. And if you get close, you can see in between them the relative number. This looks pretty good. Now, my new concern is having this empty space here, and I need it to be identical for here. So we're off by 1 block. Which it appears as though if I move everything a little bit to the left, should be fine. So if it hadn't moved when stream ends, well, Garnican at that point, then yes, you would probably want to Alt F4. Now the only problem here is like, I would have to move an entire block, which I just did. So essentially I need to find the new midpoint with these set in place. Ooh. Feels narrow though. Like I prefer this spacing, but I don't know if I have that amount to work with. And these are using the more narrow spacing, so I'm just gonna go with the narrow. Gotta make it symmetrical. It is a computer after all. Library text blue. Really? All my messages are not currently being stored. So that's fun. Basically, if they don't show up in that drop-down, you have to find them somewhere on your map with an asset that has them for it to re-add it to the list. Which makes sense, because I reinstalled GameMaker 8.3. And so, it didn't have that cache of messages. Okay, so this is going to get deleted. I think everything else looks fine. So by default, this is pretty low. Let's see what that looks like. Sparky bought a coin! Thanks, Sparky. Let me write that down. GG! Alright, I guess we'll do a giveaway too while we're thinking about it. It's already 9 o'clock. I'll just get up and stretch my legs.
You can do it!
I will do it. Thank you though. So you can do exclamation point Monday.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'll be back. Yarnikin won it. GG. Fred with the with the puns. Coding in the sandbox can be a sweet process if you do not forget the logic. I would love to forget the donut. Donut. No thanks. Do not donut. Let's see. I am replacing all of these replace assets. Just to make sure the A and the I look good. So I'm going to see two of them, but we only want the one. And it's pretty much centered. Looks pretty good. It looks like the interact needs to be swapped out on the replace asset. Also, it appears as though my preset, the bookcase, is now far lower. Ooh, that's a good sign. Oh. Custom asset Characters appear to be giving health. So it appears as though I'm somehow getting 50 health right now. I don't know where that's coming from. So these are all the presets. So it's swapping out. What I think I have to do is bring that up one and then lower this one. What's wrong? Alright. Now I can delete this one. Yep. This looked fine. I have to remove the interact replace. Where was that coming from? Here. Hmm. Looks nice. Okay. Alright, let's try bringing a book. So we grab the book with the matching number. We bring it all the way to the bookcase. Swaps it out. It is replacing itself in an odd fashion. I don't like the positioning. Let's try B. That one worked better. It's also replacing itself with a smaller version. We want that to be in the middle. Now, how do I want to approach tracking the player bringing a book to every single bookcase? My first thought is the ball in the basin method, which works. Like, just period, it'll work. So I'll probably use that. Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't. I'm just trying to think if there's another alternative. So this was off-centered, just by a little. Ooh. It moved. Why did it move? I don't think I'll ever be happy with this. I don't think I'll ever be happy. Ooh, that's too real. I think that works. Okay, so now we have to adjust those text bubbles. I don't want to use the logic circles anymore. It's the blue dot A, B. So essentially I'm putting these onto a lamp. So it'll be these, but instead it'll be on a normal lamp. And we can use a blue one. Or should I say single player. We'll also use the visual effect and level up. Basically when it appears it's going to play that level up. 1351. Now the only problem with these, and a potential reason why I shouldn't use a lamp, is because when it appears there's a half second where you can see the lamp. Now I have workarounds for this, but for this particular puzzle, it might actually be more beneficial to use the logic circle as the replace. However, I do need to adjust the vertical offset. So we'll try setting it to 2 and see if that fixes it. Man, what is this music? I mean, it worked. We like that. Cool, progress. So it's 9:30, we'll be streaming for another 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna go to the gym. Yep, if I say it out loud, it's more likely to happen. What's this do? Are those getting replaced too, the orange ones? Probably. Yep. Hmm. Explosion. Gym sounds lovely. I don't know about that, Sparky. Sounds dreadful. But I gotta whip myself into shape. Nobody else will. That's a good way to put it, Garnican. But I'll just feel tired. So now I don't want to do it more. I'm trying to encourage myself to meditate more too. Like this morning I tried to give myself just 5-10 minutes. The way I approach meditation now, and gym, you know, just any health beneficial hobby or routine, is it kind of improves the rest of your day by 1%. So if you could fine-tune, let's just say, your PC, for example, by 10%, and you're working on your PC 8 hours a day, you know, that's 10% of 8 hours just better. That's just how I put it into perspective. It's like by adding a healthy habit, you're improving the rest of your day. What the heck? A, B, Y. Did I not get the right one? Here it is. Woke Zombie, take the experimental weight loss drugs. Woke Zombie, it's hilarious you mention that because my dad is taking that exact drug. My dad is morbidly obese. And so he started taking the drug, and yes, it works. It does work. However, it's a cheat code, and the second he stops taking it, he's going to put all that weight back on. But yeah, my dad is, and I say this with love in my heart, he's one heart attack away from, you know, kicking the bucket. So, Halfd0rk, I generally used to listen to podcasts myself. Specifically D&D, like Critical Role. There's a lot of Critical Role. If anybody can't, you know, find something to listen to, and you like Dungeons & Dragons, or at least are interested in it, Critical Role is a good place to start, and you will not run out of content for a long time. That's so weird. This gets out of order. It's supposed to be alphabetical. A, B, N, R, Y. Seven. So I think one of these I might have missed. 7. 7. Nope, it looks like we're good. Save it. Oh, Elon Musk tried it? Yeah, you can't make that man look any younger. Woke Zombie, I was pretty close to that. Basically, at the start of this year, January 1st, I was 280. Now, before COVID, I was 200, and I was happy with my weight. COVID happened, I moved back in with my parents. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. And of course, parents like to spoil kids, and I was a spoiled brat all of COVID. Never got COVID-19 myself, but I ate plenty of fast food. And so, yeah, before COVID, I was at 200. After COVID, so basically January 1st, I was 280 pounds. So I put on 80 pounds over COVID. And that was unhealthy. And right now, I have lost 35 pounds, so I'm at 245. Yep, I'm at 245 right now. 35 pounds in 5 months. No drugs. Drugs are bad, okay, kids? Dungeons and Daddies? Fred and Ferd, I've heard of it. I haven't tried it or really looked into it, but I have heard of that before. Escape from Artist, yeah, those drip drugs. Thanks, Wes. Thanks, Ian. Appreciate it. Oh, look, Zombie. It's, I mean, body shape has a lot to do with it. But to lose weight takes some serious effort. It's much easier to put on weight, too. And then you gotta, you know, do the exercises to lose weight in the right places. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. How tall am I? I'm 6'1.5". So I'm about 6'1". Yeah, Halfd0rk, for sure. I agree with that. Who's Ron Stampler? Now, okay, so I've added my updated logic assets. I've added the detector assets. Let's just, I think just testing it, I'll find out what's still missing here. And I'm just trying to fix the ground floor. So once these are done, like, pretty much the rest falls into place. So I think I have to adjust the library bookcases for the other. So for right now, just for I. So those are the ones that are getting replaced. Yeah, I mean, that's working as intended. It's swapping out the lights as well. I'm not sure if I set up the other letters here yet. But for example, bringing C should destroy it. I need to have some sort of confirmation, and right now that's going to be the these little dots on the ground. So that's the confirmation that, oh, I already, you know, brought the correct book here. As if that disappears. Now, it also appears as though the I book was not removed from the selection. So let's work on this one step at a time. Oh wait, no, I think it was C. So I think the C book was gone. So I think that was fine. But yes, we do need the rarity V effect. You're only 5'10". Well, Wogue Zombie, 5'10" is the perfect size. I don't know how to compliment. Bert says, I'm very lucky. Your grandfather genes. One of my best friends, Bert, is like that too. Like, he eats literal garbage from fast food every day, and his metabolism is so just good that he doesn't put on weight. Like, it's insane to me. Like, if I eat the same thing, I'll put on like a pound that night. I don't know what it is. You skinny folks. It was a scam? It's a scam. Alright, so I basically need the this asset here for reference. So plant, rarity V effect, and speaker. No, it's not this blue box. I don't know why it's still not loading the asset. There it is. Speaker, rarity V effect, and plant. It's going to be T.C. Rarity V effect, I like the halo height at the highest. And then the speaker should have already copied the settings, so this should be easy to swap out. So it already had the original settings, so we're good there. Alright, cool. Maybe one day we'll be able to change the rarity color. That'd be nice. So we've got plant, rarity, and speaker. And T.D. Of course, because of the way the messages work, and because we've updated 8.3, I have to find the message in order for it to be added to this dropdown. So the message itself is probably not on any of these assets. I would need to find it on this asset. Which, unfortunately, because the logic donuts are so hard to click around, I'm going to find it in the hierarchy. So we're looking for detect which is this one here, library.detect.d. Which will now add it to the list. The same situation, we got plant, speaker, ready to be effect. Now I can also just, now that I know the structure of the messages, I could just type it in. And so this one's already good to go, just by typing it. Good. So this is the replace asset, which I want to swap with something easier to click. So I'm basically making this here. So I'll drag it over just for reference. Now it's going to be this one here, which it looks like I might have already swapped it out. So it might be good. So we want 7 and 2, which it already has. Okay, so that one looks good. So now I can delete this one. I do need the representation. And we need one for J as well. So I'll just duplicate this one. Drag it over. Now, I thought I had a detector. It might be here. It looks like it is. Now, do I want that? Let me look at B. Okay, so it looks like I did separate it. So I'm removing the speaker component from this underground version, which it appears as though it's off-center. Bit. So this is going to have all of these same settings, except this will be d.t.i for detect.i, and then the speaker component is going to be sending that message, and we want to make sure the included tag is the I, and then we'll remove the speaker component from this lower one. That's good to go. Making another one, drag it over here. This is going to be for J, which is not in the drop-down list, but library.detect.j. And now it'll be on the list. J. I'll also want to rename these. So we have J. And this one's I. Do a save and then test it. Last year, ate takeaway pizza 5 days a week. Yikes. And you lost weight? Yeah, well, Zombie, learning how to cook will save you money. Intermittent fasting also saves money, for sure. Regardless of what system you use to lose weight, it's the cal intake. Yeah, escape room artist, for sure. Fasting is a big part of what has helped me lose weight. And it's just allowed me to really monitor my caloric intake. Riversart, all your trade bots are broken. Oh no. Well, damn, dude. Sounds like they've been going at it for a while, though. I don't have the brains for trade bots. I barely have the brains for this. Bug Zombie, it's only boring if you're doing it while clothed. Try cooking naked, Bug Zombie. I don't know. Spice it up, man. One thing I actually tried recently is, and I'm sure many of you have seen advertisements for these, but the delivery meals, like they come to your house pre-frozen or like refrigerated. If you do the beginning deal for each one of those, and there's like, let's just say 5. There's 5 different companies that are doing this, which I found out HelloFresh is basically buying each one of them. So HelloFresh pretty much owns all of them. So monopolies in USA. What else is new? Anyway, if you do the starter deal for each one of those, like you're saving a pretty good amount of money, and it's really tasty food. Like it's high quality food. Each meal is roughly like $6 to $8 until you run out of that free trial period. Then it's like 10 to 15 per meal, which is not great. But that's how they make their money. Okay, so if you bring a book to the wrong bookcase, nothing happens. And that's intended. I decided that, if a player wanted to just run around and check every single bookcase with the book they're holding, like, that's their prerogative. But when they bring it to the right one, something will happen. If it's a corrupted bookcase, it gets swapped out. But if they're, the patient type of player and they want to solve the entire puzzle, there's going to be a secret that is released if they do so. Showering is boring clothed. I agree with that, OG. Ooh, a full English breakfast sounds delicious right now. Alright, so I'm testing all these ground floor letters right now. We can see here it's destroying not only the book, but also the rarity VFX on the ground here. So that tells the player, oh, I already put a book back on this bookcase. And so that, to me, was a, part of the game design for sure. And so these are alphabetical, so I'm just testing each one. Whether or not this will be fun is up for debate. I don't know how fun this is going to be. It definitely wasn't fun making it. It was not fun making it. Okay, so this is I. Alright, so we gotta make sure the replace asset is still working. It appears as though it did not replace appropriately, but it did give me quest credit. Oh my, Woog Zombie. Yeah, you don't want to eat your own sausage. That's cannibalism. In Go West, burns make you stronger. You gotta get burned once in a while. Actually, no, you don't. That's terrible advice to give. You don't want to burn yourself. Other people will burn you. That's different. So it looks like my bookcase is spawning. Is it, though? Maybe the message isn't going out? Library.detect.I. Only once. Going everywhere. Detection range, that's fine. Include tags I, that's fine. So it's removing this. Now it might be too far in the wall, so I'll test that. And then taking a look at this. the light should be swapping on the same message. So both of those were not working. Okay, it's spawning reversed. And then what about this light up here? It appears as though it's spawning upside down. Okay, well that's an easy fix. Wait, how do I want to do this? If I rotate the bookcase... Do I have to rotate both? I think so. Okay, we'll try it again. Secrets are fun. I agree, Garnican. But will people want to put the time in to do my secrets, you know? That's what I tend to overthink on. It's like... Because I am grateful that you all here will likely play the game, will probably want to look for the secrets yourselves. You also know about the secrets. But let's just say some random who has never played the sandbox plays my game first. Like, what about this will entice them? Alright then. Like, what is encouraging them, you know, to keep going? To do more? Alright, well right now this is getting replaced improperly. Has it always been like this? Because it appears as though it's spawning upside down. Which is not what I wanted. Let's take a quick look at the library light. Because it might be as simple as and it is, the offset is on the wrong portion. It looks as though I attempted to make this, you know, stick to ceilings better, which is intentional, but at the same time, I think that actually ruins the rarity V effect. Because the rarity V effect, regardless of how I position the offset, is going to be going up. Like, physically, the light cannot go down. I have to rotate the asset for it to go down. So, the blue light is incorrect, because it has the wrong offset. The offset is on the top of the asset. So that's my mistake. So while I'm thinking about it, this will be the last thing we do in the stream today. I'm going to try and find that light in my box edit. I made this a while ago.
Banana!
Banana! Banana. Banana! Wow, did I make it last year? 20. Oh my god. It's not going to be in my original folder. It's over. Garnican, nice. Well, Garnican, is this your green line game? Also, congrats on top 10, Garnican. For the record, for those of you that participated in the last game jam, I was not a judge. I started judging. However, I fell behind on the grading. There was a lot of parkour games. And so, they only needed 3 judges. So they decided, you know, hey, we're going to keep going. Don't worry about it, Halfd0rk. Which was fine for me. I had a lot of things I had to work through IRL. Okay, I need to find my backup folder. Vox edit backups. There it is. Backups. Vox edit archive. Alright, so I'm looking for... You guys can't see it because I don't want you to see my folder structure. Just for safety. We got batteries, plugs. Cups. Man, how long ago did I make these? There's no way it was this long ago. Lamps. This is exactly why I need to improve my organization a little bit more. So right now, the way I have it structured is anything with MN in the front is for this project, Meta Noir. That's just what we've codenamed it. And so technically, you know, anything with MN in front of it is what I'm looking at, but who knows, maybe I didn't label it that correctly. Orange light. This looks like it. So these have the correct offset. However, this one here has the wrong offset. Let me try adding different light. I have library light, but these are presets. So I need to find the name of the original asset, which is corrupted block 128 blue. So I put that on the ground. It does appear to be facing the correct direction though. Maybe it's my preset that's wrong. This is why we double check everything. Or it could be the orange. Up to block 128. No, they both have the same offset. So why did the preset spawn like that? The preset is spawning in a way that doesn't make sense to me. It's spawning itself 180 degrees rotated. Are presets saving rotation on singular assets? Like, I understand it. It's supposed to save rotation for a parented asset. That's so strange. What? Well, first of all, I'm just going to do this. Maybe it's saving it like that because of the way I'm using it. Because these replace assets are currently swapping themselves. I mean, that's very peculiar. And not how I ever intended for it to work. So what I'll do is, I removed the 180. I'm going to resave this preset. And we'll see if that fixes it. So now it's not spawning with the 180 degree. And just for testing, if I rotate it 180 degrees on the Z-axis, let's just for good measure add like a 1 to the Y. We'll save that preset again. And then drag and drop it back onto the map. And it's saving the rotation as a preset. I've never used that, so I guess I can't confirm that this is new, but that's not entirely useful. But it's also, it does have a lot of potential to be useful, depending on how you use it. But yeah, I find that very strange. Did you guys know about that? Like, and this is just a singular asset. This is not a parented or child of anything. So that would mean, let's just say, I had like this street light. If I were to rotate it, just randomly here, saved it, as a preset, in theory, if I were to put that on the map now, it's going to spawn it at an angle. This is very strange. I feel like this is new. Oh, cool, OG Nobody. I'll send the raid your way then. I mean, it makes sense for this to work this way. I haven't really encountered this before, so that's why I'm pointing it out. So, Escape from Artists, yeah, I agree. This is how it should be. This is just the first time I've encountered it, or at least, yeah, I don't know. It's so odd because I'm trying to like wrap my head around it now. And yeah, VOD, let's do something when the new game jam starts. Until that minute, we will switch the projects that were in V8 to 8.3. Yeah, good luck. Mechanisms installed on all pickable and basic platforms have been broken. Yeah. Yeah. Well, VOD, the only optimism I can provide is when we went from 8.1 to 8.2, a lot of things broke as well. Those were fixed over the period of about 3 weeks. So my suggestion is to wait it out, instead of starting to fix things now. If you have a mechanic that was working before 8.3, and now it's broken, report the bug, and then wait a few weeks. I made the mistake of fixing things that broke, and then they were fixed. And so all of that effort that I put in to, recreate something was completely nullified. It was like I didn't have to do it. And so that was hours wasted. And that was incredibly frustrating. So, those of you that are game makers trying to quote-unquote fix things in 8.3, my suggestion is to wait it out, because these things were never meant to be broken in the first place, and it is worthwhile to just spend your time on other things. Learn from my mistakes. And it wasn't even a mistake, it was me trying to, be proactive, and it was just not a good time. Okay, good VOD. That's a good way to approach it. I actually haven't duplicated any of my projects yet. But yeah, everybody says it's working well, so I think I'll try. Yeah, basic platforms, Garnican, especially in a parkour game jam, that's just like beyond unbelievable. The fact that they tried to push the parkour game jam and like a lot of the things that are necessary just were not working. That's not a good thing. So OG Nobody said he's starting up his stream. If you guys want to hang out with him, you'll want to stick around for the raid. It's currently live. And he's making music. But yeah, this is going to be the end of my stream. So thank you for tuning in. Hope you all have a nice Monday. An infinite loop. Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll get to talk more about infinite loops. And escape room artist, before making something spawn, an asset rotated 180 degrees. Right, yeah, escape room artist, that's exactly how I was approaching it too. So that's why the presets being rotated really threw me off. And I was only able to notice that because of my asset spawners being rotated. So, I don't know. Very strange. Alright, thanks everybody. Have a fantastic day. See you next time. See you, Hodl. Escape from Artist, Byverse. Agonacon. Go West. Toodaloo! See you, Bert. Jay Onha, Ian. Bye.